Get chilled with Patriot Ice. We are located at 171 South Frontage Road, 775-727-6561.
It started when I was about 21 years old. I had been training for the Olympic team for a couple of years on a Schwinn Paramount, and I didn't make the team and make the cut, as they say. And I was, getting out of college and trying to figure out where I was going to go. So somebody said, hey, how about bike across America to the New York World's Fair from Newport Beach? Well, it took us 6 months to get set up for it, and then we started on May 1st, 1965. And the first 1,000 miles was pretty rough because it was all through the desert on Highway 60. And there were just the two of us. And in those days, there were no vans following. There was no bike lanes, no helmets, very little water, etc. So it was a pretty tough 1,000 miles. At any rate, after that, I came back and was headed for Vietnam, but got lucky on that. Didn't have to go. Went to college, and then this trip sat dormant for almost, 55 years. It's 2023, so it's been 57 some years since it took us 2 years to do the book. The bike that I started with was a typical 10-speed, as they called them in the 60s. It was made by the Schwinn company, and actually Richard Schwinn himself restored that bike over there twice. And then it's graduated went from road bikes to mountain bikes to BMX racing and downhill racing. So there's all kinds of different bikes now that really help the general public be able to ride and enjoy the outside. And it's a great exercise. Now we have pedal assist, which I have now. I have a carbon fiber pedal assisted bike that helps me climb the 11% grades, which I don't attempt too often because I'm no young chicken anymore. Today it's uniquely different. Back then there were no bike tours in '65. This was all brand new. Things didn't start till '69. And we were kind of like, I guess somebody said in the YouTube video, that we were the kind of pioneers of this thing. So I still ride up here in Pahrump, and it's beautiful up here with the surrounding mountains and the fresh air you guys have got. It's beautiful. So that's what I do, just short rides. I'm going to Moab next week in my RV. The book is a chronological day-by-day ride. I wrote the diary, and my partner Butch took all the pictures. And the pictures were redigitized for the YouTube video, which is on Bike Across America. And each day chronicalizes how many miles we did, where we were, and where we slept. We had to sleep on the ground most of the time because we couldn't get to any hotels. There were no 7-Elevens and no bike lanes and no Holiday Inn Expresses. It was desolate out there. And so, day by day, chronicle till we get to New York. It took us 42 days to do the trip, with 2 or 3 days of actual rest. Well, we didn't ride. Amazon Prime sells the book on Bike Across America in 1965, Finding My Father, and you'll see it on there, and you can order it, and it usually takes one day to get it. It's a hardcover book with all colored pictures of the trip, of each state we went through, and it's been professionally edited, etc., although my writing skills were not all that good. It took 2 years to write the book and 1 year to do the documentary film, which was all done up here in Pahrump at my friend's house up here. And I'm up here again for another 6 months.